Hey guys, it's Netta, and today I'm going to talk to you about a few books that take place in New York City. I'm so excited for this video because I love New York. In case you didn't know, I live here, so I've lived here for nearly 4 years, so the city is near and dear to my heart. And right away, let me say that I totally borrowed this idea from Max at Well Done Books. He did a video called Books Set in NYC, and I was like, this is such a good idea. I thought I would challenge myself to talk about books that he didn't mention in his video, so definitely check out his video. He's talking about completely different books. And today I'm going to be talking about 5 books that take place in New York that I've read and enjoyed. Sorry for the changing light. The sun is appearing and disappearing behind the clouds. So the first book I want to talk about is Rules of Civility by Amor Towles. And this book is set in New York in the 1930s. The main character is named Katie, and she's a secretary, and she's basically just trying to make do until one night when she's out with her friend Eve and they meet a guy named Tinker. And Tinker is from like the upper levels of society, you know, he's got money and a good name, that sort of thing. As Katie sort of falls in with this different crowd, Tinker and his friends, her life starts to change. So just kind of about the adventures that they have, and it's really interesting. First of all, I love the 20s and 30s period. I love books set in that time period. And then to put it in New York, it's just like, ah! And this book is so well written. That was the thing that got me the most. The writing is just excellently done. Katie's a really good character. She is sharp and witty and intelligent, and it's just, even as she's meeting this different set of people, she's not just knocked over, bowled over by their money and, you know, their lifestyle. She still has her critical, more objective eye, and I really like that. Next, I want to mention The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I'm talking about this book loads, so I won't go on too much, but the beginning of it takes place in New York. The main character, Esther, is doing a summer internship for a women's magazine in New York City, and then after the summer ends, she goes back home. And The Bell Jar is a book that explores this woman's life and her battles with depression. And I thought it was just so eye-opening and really painted an accurate picture of what it's like to deal with that. So this is really great, and the beginning of it takes place in the summer in New York City when I'm living right now, so yeah, I definitely wanted to include this on my list. The next book I wanted to mention is An Object of Beauty by Steve Martin. Yep, that's Steve Martin, the actor, and I think he's done producer maybe, I don't know, but that's the Steve Martin that you're thinking of. That's who wrote this book. This is about a woman named Lacey who is working in the art world in New York in the 90s, I believe, and she is like super ambitious. She just wants to, like, you know, she started from the bottom and she's gunning for the top. So she just wants to climb the ladder, and she's ambitious and sometimes a little bit ruthless, and she'll kind of do whatever it takes. This book is interesting because it's told from the perspective of her friend. So her friend is just like observing her and seeing her climb her way up the ladder. Yeah, I don't know if I loved that bit. I think maybe I would have liked to be in her head, but it was still really interesting, and the art is actually like really described, and I think Steve Martin must have done a lot of research, or he just really knows what he's talking about, because it seemed legit to me. Lacey as a character is kind of fascinating because she has naked ambition, is what I'm trying to say, and the way that she kind of like manipulates people to get what she wants, it's like, oh. Anyway, it was a good book. If you like art and you're interested in the art world, this might be a good one to check out. The next book I wanted to talk about is The Love Affairs of Nathaniel P. by Adelle Waldman, and hello, just love this cover. This is about Nate, and he is a writer, and he's part of like that Brooklyn writer scene, and it's about his relationships. So he's not the best at relationships, that's an understatement, but basically it's about, you know, being young and dating in New York, but it's from his perspective. It's really interesting to see how things go wrong and why they go wrong. And Nate's deal is that he thinks of himself as a good guy, but when it comes to relationships, you know, we see him doing things that a good guy would not do. So this is really good. One, the author I think really captured the male voice, which is impressive since she is not a man, and also just how realistic it was. I have several friends who are like, I can't read this book because I've dated someone like Nate. Like, it's just too close to home for them. Overall, this is just really well done and I would recommend it. And the final book I wanted to talk about today is called Reconstructing Amelia by Kimberly and McCreight. So Kate is a lawyer in New York and she's got a teenage daughter named Amelia. And one day she gets a call that Amelia has been caught cheating on a test, and she's like, what? That's completely not like Amelia at all. So she's going down to the school to find out what happened. By the time she shows up, Amelia is dead. What? Crazy, right? So of course she's reeling from everything from this news, and she tries to piece together her daughter's life through like talking to her friends and social media and, you know, going on her computer and figure out what exactly happened. The school says that due to the cheating scandal, Amelia committed suicide, but Kate does not believe it 100%. She's like, I know my daughter and this is everything you're saying about her is not true. So this is like a thriller mystery and I thought it was pretty good. Well, I think it actually would be a good summer read because it's quick and entertaining and pretty light, even though there's murder. I don't know, I think thrillers, mysteries can be light reads, maybe. But anyway, I liked it. I thought it was good and I would recommend it. So those are some books set in New York City that I've read and enjoyed. If you'd like to see another video like this, let me know because I can definitely think of a few more off the top of my head. Don't forget to check out Max's video because he talked about a whole other set of books. So if you're looking for more books set in New York City, he's got some other ones for you. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to talk to me elsewhere, I am on Goodreads, I am on Twitter, I am on Instagram, and other places. I'll leave my links down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!